Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. My name is PJP, and in this video I'm gonna be reacting to three boy groups' recent comebacks, those being Monsta X's Follow, A.C.E Savage, and a group that I just found out about today called OnlyOneOf and their song Sage. And additionally, I'm also gonna be reacting to the debut of a new girl group called Hinapia. And I know that that girl group has four ex-Pristine members and one a new girl which hasn't been in a group so far. And they had released their performance on music shows already, but I was waiting to listen to the song once they drop the music video, because I want the music video to be the first impression I ever get of a song. So I've only checked a little of that performance on the music shows, so just so I can keep this as a first impression, as I said. But before we get into the reaction, I gotta talk about a little about the elephant in the room, that being the two groups that lost member this week, or last week technically. Those being Stray Kids' Woojin and Monsta X's Wonho. I'm sad. It's pretty much... I'm sad. Like, I don't know what else to say other than that. I'm sad. Like, Monsta X and Stray Kids are two of my most favorite groups in K-Pop. And to see both of them lose a member in the span of 2 days, it's just too much. I'm not gonna get too much into it, but for Stray Kids' Woojin, he was not my favorite member, but I like him, and he was the first member that I actually got my eye when I first got into the group. Like, my first ever impression of Stray Kids was their Girl music video, which was from their pre-debut mixtape, and he was the first member who I noticed in that music video. And to see him leave, it's very sad. And the worst thing for me is that we don't know why he left. What caused him to leave? As far as we know, there's no scandal. There's nothing. There's no reason really why would he leave. I'm just sad. But the bigger problem, I think, is the leaving of the member of Monsta X, Wonho. What the hell happened? Why is suddenly Monsta X being attacked from everywhere? And I know, I think I know everything about the controversy surrounding Wonho, and I'm gonna tell you this. I'm 100% on his side. I get it, he stole money. He stole things, then he sold them on something similar to eBay, and now he owes a girl $27,000. Should he pay her? Yes. Why hasn't he paid her? I don't know. But I'm 100% on his side for the simple reason of the way that I hate. For the simple reason that I hate the way that girl he owes money to handled the situation. Instead of her going to a lawyer and deciding to sue him, no. She decided to use outreach culture, which is already out of control on the internet, and attack Monsta X and him to get her money back, and I guess to get attention, because there's no other reason why would you go through that, and instead through what you should actually go for, that being the law. There is a system in place to deal with things like that. If somebody owes you money, sue them. Don't witch hunt them over the internet. Because of that, she has lost any sympathy that I could possibly have had for her. That doesn't excuse him though, but I'm 100% on his side. And I don't think that was an issue worth of him leaving the group. But what pisses me off even more is that afterwards, Shono was attacked for being in a relationship with a woman who was already married, and as far as I know, he didn't know that she was married because he was on a tour. They were on a tour or something. When he came back, apparently in the meantime she was married or something. I don't even know, and I don't even care. It's still making something from nothing, and it really pisses me off. And now, apparently, literally before recording this video, I was on Reddit and I read another post, another attack on Shonu. There was a post on, I believe, Soompi or something, where they showed, in the article it was saying that there was pictures of Shonu naked with a woman, or at least in a house of a woman, and I think it might be that same woman that was married, or I don't know. And like, I feel like somebody's genuinely targeting Monsta X for some reason. Like, they literally just had a comeback and this controversy came out of nowhere. Like, what the hell? Honestly, I don't know which is worse. Not knowing why a member left, or a member leaving for a stupid reason. I don't know. I'm not gonna talk more about it because I'm gonna end up ranting for half an hour. So let's just get into what you're most likely hear. That is the reactions to the recent comebacks. And for Monsta X's follow, I did end up listening to it at least a little, because on the next day after the news of the member leaving, there was a video performance of them on one music show uploaded, and it was pre-recorded performance. And I wanted to see whether he was going to be in that performance or not. He wasn't, and the rest of the members looked so angry in that performance, like, holy hell. So I have an impression of, I have an idea already of how the song's going to sound like. But yeah, anyway, let's get into it in 3, 2, 1. It's another banger by Monsta X. I'm happy because I thought the last music video that they just had released was their title track, and I was really annoyed. Because from Monsta X, I want hype title tracks. They can have whatever they want besides, but I want hype title tracks. That's why I love them, personally. I feel so bad for the group and the members. I gotta say, this song is definitely more vocal focused than their usual ones, but it's still a hype track as fuck. That's Wonho, right? I forgot to say, but they had actually one more other controversy revolving around the Me Too movement, but it's such a misunderstanding. Like, genuinely, somebody's targeting Monsta X right now. That was really angry rapping, but I'm not sure if I like it. Usually I love this kind of angry rapping, but this one kind of kills the mood of the song a little. It's a shame that Wonho left, because him and Shonu are literally the monster in Monsta X. This guy's rapping was much more in line with the song and the whole vibe of it. And goddamn, I have to learn their names. I'm just kinda lazy. I really love when two rappers face off like that. Like, I love it so much. It's so cool. It's so badass and it's so cool. Yeah, this track is not really as rap focused as the rest of them, and that means that I'm gonna like it at least a little less. But at the very least, it's really unique. It stands out from the rest. And it's visually definitely very different from Shootout and from Alligator. And Alligator, I think it's my favorite Monsta X song. I really liked that one. Yeah, first-ish impression, I like it. I really like the sound of it. I don't know exactly what kind of sound this is that they're going for, but I really like it. It's definitely unique and it definitely stands out from everything that they've done so far. I'm glad that they're not moving away from their music that is like this. Yeah, let's listen to this song one more time to see how I'm gonna feel afterwards. In 3, 2, 1. I gotta mention that this shot of them in front of the stairs looks so much like a scene from my current Let's Play of Far Cry 4. I think it's gonna be in the next or the video after that, where I end up fighting demons at one point, and there's the almost exact same staircase. At least it's the same shot and with the same colors and everything. So that kind of surprised me and I really like that. Like, I like the aesthetic of this music video. Let's go! This is definitely a very unique music video for Monsta X. I'm really gonna miss Wonho. Starship, if you're watching this, which I very much doubt, bring Wonho back. Hashtag bring Wonho back. He doesn't deserve to leave the group. I gotta say, this part, the more I listen to it, the more I think grows on me, because I heard it before my first reaction that I just did, and it really threw me out of the loop. Like, it surprised me and I didn't like it, but this is pretty much my third or fourth listen of that specific part, and I'm starting to like it.
시간과 공간의 선을 넘어 영원이라는 잠을 속에 이 운명을 비틀어낸 난 지금 널 데리러 가
Tiki-taka, 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 tiki-taka. I really like it. It's definitely not beating Alligator or Shootout, but it's in a solid third place behind them. Okay. Yeah, I pretty much said what I had to say about the song, so I'm just gonna go into the ratings. And personally, I think this song is gonna be an 8.4 out of 10 compared to Alligator's 10 out of 10 and Shootout's 9 out of 10. It's still, as I said, a solid third place. And as I also mentioned, I like that it stands out from them. It's not really that much rap focused, but it's still hype as hell. I love that. But it sucks how this song is now gonna be remembered with being the last song that Wonho participated in. It's such a shame. Like, out of every single group in K-pop, Monsta X and Stray Kids were the last ones which I would expect to lose members. Like, it's so weird, at least to me, for big established groups to lose members. And I really hate groups losing members after I have gotten into them. Like, I don't mind if some members have left before I got into the group, because I still haven't met the group and haven't had an established connection with that member, but once they're done, like, something is just lost. Objectively, I think I'll give it a 9 out of 10. Still, even objectively, I don't think it's a 10 out of 10, but it's pretty much on par with Shootout in that regard. Because for both Shootout and this one, I really like them, and I think they're really good objectively, but they didn't blow me away. Meanwhile, for Alligator, it blew me away right off the bat, especially that dancing scene in which they were dancing in the water with sparks and water everywhere. That's such a cool scene. But yeah, let's move on to the next song, that being A.C.E Savage. And I really hope the song lives up to its name, because a song called Savage has to be should be a diss track, honestly. So let's check it out and see if that's the case in 3, 2, 1. Starts off sounding like kind of I expected. Oh, why is he wearing pigtails? Not that I mind. It's definitely not as diss tracky as I expected it to be, but I think it's even better than that. I don't know what's exactly about this song, but it's hyping me up even though it's not super hype. A.C.E is giving me such a weird feel. I'm definitely a fan of them. I'm saying it. I'm a fan of them. And there's something weird about the song where even though they're not the ultimate hype and might sound underwhelming a little, they would still at the same time sound so satisfying. I cannot explain it otherwise. It was the same for Undercover. Like Undercover doesn't really satisfy you with a awesome drop, but you still love it. Beat that song. This song definitely subverted my expectations. I gotta check out their B-sides. If this is a mini album or an EP, I assume it is. Yeah, first impression, the song is much more tame than what I expected. Like, with a name like Savage, you would expect a super hype diss track. But it wasn't that. It was much more subtle and subdued. And I actually really like that, but I'm still not sure whether I like this more than Undercover or not. So far, I think Undercover is better just because it's more exactly what I love listening to, which is super hype, fast-paced hype tracks. But yeah, I'll have to listen to this one more time to see how I'm gonna feel about it. So let's just go in 3, 2, 1. I really like this back it. And these two. I definitely like the intro of the song. I like this guy's voice here. And this guy too. Is he wearing contacts? Because he has such blue eyes, like what the hell. Just go! 우리 삐딱선 가자 우리 삐딱선. I actually prefer that it's more subtle and subdued. I love this part so much, I don't know even high. And this guy too is so good. I think he might be my bias, I don't know. I'm very new to A.C.E. I literally accidentally ended up listening to Undercover. And that part where he was turning around and kicking was so good. Yeah, I'm definitely a fan of theirs. Just go! 우리 삐딱선 가자 우리 삐딱선 가자
가만히 쉬지를 못해 아침까지 차라리 이대로 불타요 저녁까지 내 뒤를 이어다녀올 친구들 같아 눈앞에 모든 걸 부셔 사정없이 모두 달려가기 바빠 지은 죄가 너무 많아.
I gotta mention something somewhat weird, but each member of ACE feels like they belong to a different group. Like, one of the members feels like he would fit right in with NCT, one feels like they would belong in 17, another in Monsta X. Like, they're giving me all the vibe of those groups is what I'm trying to say, but all together. I still don't know whether I like this more than Undercover, but I guess based on the ratings I'm gonna give it, I think I might like it more. Because I personally and actually objectively believe that this song is a 9 out of 10. Well, for Undercover, I haven't rated it ever, but now I feel like Undercover is an 8 out of 10 on personal and objective score, so that would mean that I like this one more, but I'm not sure. It's like, there are two very different songs. One is an outright hype song, this one is a bit more subdued, so I don't know if I can even compare them. So I'm not gonna try to say which one I like more, but as I said about the ratings, Undercover is 8, this one is 9. Yeah, let's move on to the next song, that being OnlyOneOf Sage, and I have heard only a little bit and in the press minutes, so I decided to actually save it and react to it on my channel. So yeah, let's just get into it and see how I'm gonna feel about it. So let's go in 3, 2, 1. What the hell? Okay, interesting. What's with the Christ imagery?
도망치듯 뛰어봐도 결국에 지금 여기 서 있어. 사랑이란 잔인하게 피하면 피할수록 진해져. 새빨갛게 물이 들어 너의 색깔 속에 취해가. 달콤하게 다가와서 내게 마비되어 버린 나나나. Take my hand, 네가 나의 신이 되어줘. Make me, 이 온몸으로 던져 너에게. 너의 두 눈의 angel, 나의 두 칼의 빈줄. 초라한 모습 비로소 깨달았어. 순수했던 나의 욕망, 부딪혔던 나의 절망, 더러워진 날 제발 구해줘.
I don't know how I feel about this song. I like this part a lot. It's weirdly quiet and I don't know if subtle is the right word, but it's a very quiet song. This is definitely different from your traditional K-pop sound. Even the K-pop sound nowadays, it's very different from that. I don't even know what to say about it. Just there's not even much to say. It's the only thing that I can say is what I've already said. It sounds different from your traditional K-pop. Like they kind of remind me a little to On and Off, but On and Off is slightly more traditional K-pop because I actually kind of ended up liking them. But OnlyOneOf, I don't know. Like I don't know what to say. I'm kind of disappointed. Like I don't know why, but I expected more. Like what Monsta X and A.C.E just released, which was a stupid expectation to have. But still, I don't know. It just doesn't sound like K-pop to me. If you like it, that's fine. It's just. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about them. And by the way, I'm not gonna be reacting to it a second time. Like the video was kind of interesting. It was surprisingly high budget. But I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this one. Like the song to me is a bit forgettable, and also it doesn't really sound that much like K-pop. Like if I just stumbled upon this randomly, I wouldn't think it's K-pop. There were some things that I liked about it, but overall I'm kind of disappointed because I expected to find another cool, interesting group. And they are kind of interesting because at the very least they stand out from the bunch with having not really K-pop sounding music, because to me that doesn't sound like K-pop. They remind me a little to On and Off or OnlyOf. I don't know what's the right pronunciation of that name. But I feel like OnlyOf's music was still a bit more traditional K-pop leaning because I actually liked them and like it sounded like K-pop. This one doesn't. This kind of sounds like what I would call indie K-pop, because you know, maybe you know how indie music in America sounds. This kind of reminds me of that. Personally, I'll rate it a 6 out of 10 because I'm kind of disappointed, but it's still kind of above average because at least it stands out and say there are some cool things in it, but overall I just don't care about it. Objectively, I think it's something like an 8.6 out of 10. Like it's literally between an 8 and a 9. Because if you like something like this, you would definitely enjoy it. Like it's easy to enjoy it, and I can see people liking this. It's just not my thing. But still, maybe there are other music videos and songs are different. So if you want me to check them, more of them, comment down below, and I'll do it. But yeah, let's move on to the next song, that being Hinapia's Drake. As I said, the things that I know about Hinapia is that 4 of the members are ex-Pristine members. There's one new member, which I believe is the youngest or something, I don't know. And I know that this song is very similar, at least it's in the same style like Pristine V's Get It. So hopefully I'm gonna end up enjoying it. So let's just get into it in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, definitely it's in the same style as Get It. This might as well be a sister song to that song.
Look at my side. 눈을 떠보면 어느새 dance floor. 네 몸이 저절로 움직여 one more. 1, 2, 3, also dance with me. Feeling so cool, 나를 불러요. Oh yeah. 좀 더 깊이 들어와 봐. Yeah. 아직 좀 부족한데. 4, 5, 6, 다시 shots on me. 망설이지 말고. 네가 알던 세상이 모두 무너지고 있어. 조금 더 깊이 열어게. 어차피 지금 여기 너만하는 꿈속 더 달콤하게 난 네 맘 깊이 감춰둔 진짜를 원해 강렬하게 착한 척보단 솔직한 눈빛을 바래 좀 더 holy 어서 너 손을 뻗어 지금 내게 더 남김없이 전부 내게 줘 I've been dripping 돌려둘 거야 지금 너도 잊었던 내 눈빛을 한 방울씩 네 맘을 깨울
I'm glad to see that the girls have gotten a second chance, because that's not a thing that you really get in this industry. Sometimes you do so, but usually you don't.
잊지 못할 거리 느낌을 난 속삭이는 깜짝 놀라게 달라진 걸 내가 원해 심장이
Though, as much as I actually really like this song, I still think Get It is a much better song. It's a really good song, but it could have been polished a little more. Okay. First impression, it's exactly what it says on the tin. It sounds exactly as a song called Drip, what you would think what it would sound like. And I like it, but I don't love it. And as I said, that is because it doesn't feel like it's polished enough. Like, I like it. It's very much in the style of Get It, but it's not as polished as that one. And I don't know, it just feels a bit off in places, which I'm gonna mention during the second reaction. So yeah, let's just get into the second one in 3, 2, 1. I think it starts off really great, but it kind of loses its power and momentum at some point. Also, the music video is not really as energetic as the song, and that's kind of weird. There's a bit too many slow-mo shots in the music video. Also, the song is giving me a weird nostalgic vibe, as if I had heard something similar before. And it's not that it sounds like Get It, it just gives me some kind of vibe that I've listened to something similar years ago, before I even got into K-Pop. That blonde girl was in Pristine V2, right? I think I also really liked her in that one. I still remember the yellow jacket that she was wearing in that music video. I loved her outfit. I so want a jacket like that. Also, one of the girls looks a bit like Gio from Twice, or at least it gives me off the same vibe. The one in the blue on the right. I got what exactly this song feels like. It kind of feels like the best B-side of an album, and not really as a title track. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I feel it's not as polished. Because B-sides usually tend to not be as good as title tracks, and this one feels like the best B-side on an album. Like, if you told me this song was the B-side to an album that Get It was a title track of, I would believe you. It feels like exactly that. Which is not necessarily a bad thing, but I hope they polish it a bit more for their next comeback whenever that happens. And maybe just bring out their own style, because right now, as much as I like the sound, there's gonna inevitably be comparisons to Pristine V's Get It, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, because a lot of us fans wanted more of that Pristine V Get It sound. So, but still, I want this group to set its own identity and not be like that group which has 4 members of Pristine. I want to be known for its own merits and not for taking the best parts of Pristine and doing them. If you get what I mean. Going straight into the ratings, I feel personally that it's a 7.9 out of 10. Like, as I said, it's not really polished enough, it's a good song, but it feels more like a good B-side rather than a really good title track. Though, objectively, I think it deserves a solid 8. It's not really much more than that. Like, I really like it, and I don't mind that fans are all over it and even love it, but I just feel like it's not a perfect song. Like, it's not a really great song. It's a good song, but it's not a really great one. But yeah, I'm hopeful for the future, and I can't wait to see and hear more of their music. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, check out the links in the description to my Twitter if you want to follow me there, and to my Wattpad where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. So if you enjoy my stories or you simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to Patreon or Subscribestar and pledge your support over there. But if you don't want to do that, that's fine. You can still help out in other ways, like, for example, as I said, liking this video, subscribing, and especially by sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think that's pretty much it for this video, so I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!